I'm Greg Tseng from Seattle, Washington. Well, it's been so great. I feel like I could actually go on and on. I mean, first of all, what I love is that it's just so immersive. So like, 90s music and culture just takes over the entire cruise. And, obviously I love seeing all the bands and the shows and everything, but I also love like just being in the hallway and there's like great 90s music playing. And I love some of the artist hosted activities. So I did the Sophie B. Hawkins breakfast, and that actually turned out to be really meaningful and went almost 3 hours. It turned out to, she was great at getting people to open up and share their stories, and it honestly turned into somewhat like a group therapy session. My most meaningful part was the Sophie B. Hawkins breakfast. We had 10 of us, so 2 artists with 8 guests, and we all just like really opened up and got to know each other and had this group therapy session that I mentioned. And in the end, we actually sang As I Lay Me Down together, like at around the table, campfire style. And just really got to know one another. I just like the concept. I'm really into music, especially 90s music, obviously. So I go to a lot of concerts, and I've actually been on some other music cruises also, but never one that was like 90s music with different genres, throughout the 90s, which I really love many of them. And so kind of the concept plus the lineup was like, I definitely want to check it out. Yeah, so I think the biggest difference is just how intimate it is. So, even in the big concerts in the theater, well, for one, it's so comfortable. Like, you're just air conditioned and you have like plush seats and stuff. And I was remarking, like, this is the most comfortable concert I've ever been to, because I've actually seen, Jim Blossoms and Collective Soul at other venues, but nothing as comfortable as being in the theater here. And then some of the smaller shows, like I was, front row with, during Sophie B. Hawkins. I was second row during Lisa Loeb. And those concerts in the Dial-Up Lounge were much more, they were like singing in a coffee house. And here, but it's not, like an up and coming artist. It's like Sophie B. Hawkins and Lisa Loeb. And just like the intimacy was something different. Like when Sophie B. Hawkins was playing As I Lay Me Down, like I was singing it, and she literally goes, "Hey, you want the mic?" I was like, "No." But that wouldn't happen at a concert, right? While I'm on the intimacy, it's not just the shows, but like the whole cruise feels intimate, right? Like we were here for the sail away party. We just happened to sit down next to the guys from Digital Underground, and we just started chatting, right? And I mentioned the Sophie B. Hawkins breakfast. Later this afternoon, my wife and I are doing cupcake decorating with Lisa Loeb, and then we met Freedom Williams when he had a cigar event, and told him that our son is actually named Freedom, and so we kind of connected and bonded over that. So, and you just see all the artists just like walking around, and they're eating in the buffet, and they're just cruisers as well, and you get to really connect as people. Probably my favorite was actually CNC Music Factory, because I've loved them since when their track came out in 1990, and but I've never seen them, and I never got to see Freedom Williams. And so when they finally did Gonna Make You Sweat, like I was just like on a high. I've actually enjoyed all the concerts. I've seen every artist except for Blues Traveler, because they're tonight. But I'd say CNC was probably my favorite. And next year, actually, the artist I'm most looking forward to seeing is actually EMF. Like a lot of the others I've actually seen, but EMF I also loved growing up and wanted to try to see them, but I saw that they recently started touring again, but only in the UK and Ireland. I was like, am I really going to go there to see EMF? So when they announced it, I was super excited. Hi everyone, this is Greg from Seattle. I've had such a good time on the first 90s cruise. It's been an immersive 90s experience, just what I wanted. And I was so excited that I was the first person to book for 2026. Really excited for the second 90s cruise. I'm most excited about EMF, and my wife is most excited about TLC, but really all 12 artists we're looking forward to. So we can't wait for next year. It's now less than a year away, and we hope to see you on board.